Hey guys, so it's really cold outside. Like yesterday it was over 90 degrees and now it's like 60 outside. When I let the dogs out this morning I was like, holy shit, it's so cold. So that's why I have my thingy and a long sleeve, and yes, it's SpongeBob. Cause I'm going out. I'm off today and I'm going out of this house, which you're probably like, Jessica, you're poor. You can't go out. You don't have anything to go out with. I'ma get to that. So, I actually now live where there are half-price books nearby. So, that means I get to sell back unwanted books. And since Hastings closed down over a year ago, which is where I did sell books that I didn't want, I never made videos about unhauls just because, like, most of the time when I unhaul videos, like, I unhauled the first copy of Fangirl that I had just so I could get the collector's edition. It was something like that, where I would unhaul the book but so I could get, like, a collector's edition, something like that. I still had the book. So normally that's what would happen. But Hastings closed down, and that was the only place near me at the time, you know, before I moved, that would buy back used books. I had never been to a half-price books until I moved here to Austin. So I'm here now, and I got about 43 books I'm going to sell back. So I'm going to go after I get done filming this video. So it's going to be so much fun. But I just wanted to show them to you guys. And I think I said I would never do a book unhaul because I'm like, I love my books. I just want all the books in the world. But I actually found it really cathartic experience, and now I see why people do unhaul so often. But mainly, most of these books I have read. Like, the majority I've read, and I just don't see myself rereading. And if they're in a series, I've just been getting the next books from the library, so I just don't see the point in having the first book when I'm not gonna own the rest because I'm just gonna read them from the library. Because I don't buy books that I have already read, usually. There are certain exceptions, like Fangirl. I bought that because I wanted the collector's edition that had the fan art, because it's one of my favorite books and I will reread it like all the time. I love it. But there are some books where I'm just like, I'm never going to reread you and I don't like you. But I do have, so anyway, basically the point of this is most of these books I have read, but I will tell you a little bit more about them when I get into them. I'm not going to go too in depth because, like I said, there are like 43 of these fuckers. So let's just go. They're all falling, and it's just, there's so many. That's why I'm like sitting a little weird, because I'm like sitting on the edge because I don't have any room to like really sit. So yeah, let's get into this. And I'm sorry I keep wearing my glasses in all my videos, but I am out of contacts and I don't have money to buy any, so yeah. But anyway, I'm going to sell all these and then I'm going to go to Half Price Books. So I'm going to get me some books because I deserve it, because I'm awesome. And because my last paycheck, I used pretty much the entire thing to buy groceries because adulting. Anyway, let's go. So, MRF by Lisa Pata, I don't know how to say that last name, and Chris Tebbets. I read this like years ago. I don't even remember where I bought this from. Maybe Hastings, probably Hastings. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. It kind of had some twists and turns in it. It's just a contemporary, and it's like these two best friends, this boy and this girl. The boy is gay, and they're like talking to this guy online or whatever. So it's kind of like a catfish thing, which Catfish is like one of my favorite TV shows. I adore fucking Catfish. It's so good. So I think that was why I was interested in it, and I read it, and like I said, it was really good. It was a really quick read. I'm never gonna reread it. So, the next one's a little controversial. Three Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. I just read One Dark Throne, and I got the book from the library, and I realized, I'm like, why keep this when I just got the second book from the library, and I will probably get the remainders either from the library or just borrow them from work, because I can do that now. So I'm like, I just don't want to own the first book and then not own any of the series. If I'm gonna own the books, I need to own the entire series. But I'm not gonna buy books that I've already read, basically, unless they're like fucking Harry Potter level. Which I mean, not really. Let me think of something better. Like Trader's Blade up there, very top shelf. I I was trying to get the book from the library. I couldn't, so I'm going to have to go buy it. But even if I had gotten it from the library, I still would have bought that motherfucker because that series is so damn good. I've only read the first book, but I'm already like, it's so damn good. You don't understand. If you haven't read it, you need to go read it. Trader's Blade by Sebastian de Castell. It's so good. So, yeah. Okay, bye. So anyway, like I said, just that's why I'm getting rid of Three Dark Crowns. I did enjoy it, but I think the first one was like a 4 stars for me. Fucking One Dark Throne is 5 out of 5. Like, spoilers for my October wrap-up. Anyway, let's go. So, I'm getting rid of Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick. I bought, a lot of these are book outlet purchases that I just kind of made on a whim. Because, like, back in the day, to make it worth it, you would have to buy a bunch of books on Book Outlet. Now they have this thing where they give you free shipping if you buy over $35 in books. So, it's much better, but it's still, people do still have to buy a lot to make it worth it, and I haven't been able to purchase from Book Outlet in a while because poor life. Anyway, so also just because, like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have any interest in reading this. I kind of just bought it on Book Outlet because that's what you do. I'm also going to show you guys, I also have this series by Becca Fitzpatrick, the Hush Hush series. I'm never going to read this. I mean, I might from the library, but I'm never going to actually read it. I got these 3 from Hastings. There was like a sale on them. They were super cheap. On the same sale, I got the first 3 books of the Vampire Academy series, which is really fucking good, and I'm keeping those. But these, I just don't see myself reading. Honestly, they kind of seem like a copy of Fallen by Lauren Kate without swords and crosses, which is like no point. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm also gonna get rid of, oh no, one fell. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the first 3 of the Beautiful Creature series, which I never owned the 4th one. I read the first one and I really, really enjoyed it, but I just don't have any interest. Like, if I had read it back in the day when I first read this one and right after I saw the movie, because the ending is like, what the fuck, I need to know what happens next because it's kind of like a plot twist, but I didn't. So now I don't care. So I'm getting rid of these. I'm also getting rid of Dangerous Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. This is like a spin-off, and it's about Ripley, which is Lena's older sister, who is an amazing character. And I thought about keeping this just because that, but I think you have to read these to understand this, because I think this takes place after the events in these. So, yep, so I'm just going to get rid of them. And again, if I ever want to, I can get them from the library, because I know those bitches are at the library. I'm also going to get rid of The Thief by Megan Wallen Turner. Again, I got the second book from the library. I can get all of them from the library, so I don't need to own the first one. So, that's what that is. Haters by Elisa Valdez Rodriguez. This is not a well-known book, but I bought it at a store a long time ago, or my mom bought it. Someone bought it for me. Anyway, I read it. This is a really good book. It's like about this girl, and she like moves to this town, and she like rides motorcycles, and she's like really cool and everything, and I thought she was like the coolest person back when I read this book when I was like 13 or something, and she was super cool. Oh, and Southern California high school, that's why I was obsessed with it, because if you guys didn't know, I've always been obsessed with Southern California, and I've always wanted to live there, like, so bad. It's always been a big dream of mine. Like, The OC was like one of my favorite shows. Like, I know that sounds so crazy, but it's true. It's true. So, this is probably why I liked it so much, and I just thought it was, like, super cool. And this was a really good book, and also because it's called Haters, and I was, like, one of those people that had those t-shirts. This was, like, I love my haters, and it's, like, you know you love to hate me. Like, I legit had, like, shirts like that, and I wore them to school because I was, like, hated by my entire, like, middle high school thing. So, yeah, that's why this was, like, super interesting to me. And I think she, like, lives with her dad. Which was also cool because I did live with my mom and dad, but my mom and dad didn't have a great relationship, and Anyway, really, it was my dad that was mainly present and like took care of me for most of the time. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. But yeah, this is a really good book. I just don't ever see myself rereading it. So hopefully someone else will enjoy it. I really do want other people to read it because it is a good book. But yeah, I'm never gonna reread it. I'm kind of done with that kind of book. It's a contemporary romance, but it is different just because the main character is so good. Like, she's great. I love her. All right, and then I'm going to read The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. I know my library has The Crown's Fate there because I saw it when I went there the other day. So I don't need this. And also when I read this, I wasn't like completely wowed. And I was under the, I thought I lost my phone. I was under the impression, because like Ben from Benjamin of Tomes talks about this, and it was like his favorite book of 2016. He loved it so much, and it was good, but it wasn't that good. I didn't like it that much. I liked it, but I didn't like it as, like, obviously I was not on his level. I gave it like a 3.75, 4 stars. Like, it was good, and it was interesting, and it was, like, enjoyable to read, but it wasn't like, oh my fucking god, yes. So, I'm just gonna get rid of it, and I can just read the sequel from the library, so no point in having that. Also have The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. I got this, I don't even remember, but I got it, because I was interested in it, because I love, like, royalty, I love, like, kingdoms, and I love politics. I eat that stuff up all fucking day. It's so damn good. Like, as you can probably tell, because Three Dark Crowns, The Thief is like, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I really enjoy that stuff. And I really love her Vampire Academy series. Like, I've read the first 3 and I'm obsessed, and I need to read the 4th one. And then probably today, part of what I'll get with like this credit or whatever that I get is I'll probably get the 5th and 6th book in that series because I don't own those yet. So yeah. But, yeah, I really love her Vampire Academy series, but I've seen a lot of reviews on, like, people's YouTube channels and stuff, and everybody kind of seems, like, meh about it. And I don't like the fact that it's a companion series. I do not like companion series. There's a very rare occasions when I do. I'm probably gonna love Down Among the Sticks and Bones, which is the sequel to Every Hard Dory, but it's a companion. But I'll enjoy that because I loved all the characters, and it's basically following the characters from in Every Hard Dory. Like, the next one's gonna follow Jack and Jill, who I love, so I'm excited for that. So like instances like that, I do like them, but this is basically the companion series. It follows a different girl in like it's kind of like the selection a little bit, but it follows a different girl, and it's all happening at the exact same time. It's just following a different perspective, and I'm like, that's gonna be real boring. So again, if I want to read it, can get it from my library. I don't need to own it. So also, guys, my shelves, they have so much space now, it's real exciting. Okay, another book outlet purchase, you guys. I don't even know what order are you supposed to be in. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So these are like this weird contemporary, but like with a supernatural element. Basically, a Cupid. She gets sent down because, I don't know, she made a mistake or something. And she gets banished to Earth, and she has to, like, make a couple fall in love. I don't know. It's real weird. Anyway, but I'm never going to read them. Legit, the only reason why I bought these books, look at these covers. These covers are just A++, and the backs, like, yes, gorgeous, okay? These are so well designed. Whoever did the cover art is just, you're doing the damn thing, baby. So yeah, they're real pretty. And again, book outlet purchases, that's kind of what happens on book outlet. And they were super cheap, and I was like, might as well get the whole series, but I've literally never opened these books. Like, let's see. Do you think the earth will always exist? That's actually a really good first line. Yeah, but again, if I really want to read these, I can probably get them from the library or something. Like, I'm not And I've had them for probably like 2.5 years, and I've never had the urge to pick them up. And that's mainly the thing with the books that I haven't read, which most of them I have, but the ones that I haven't, I've had them for so long, and I have not had the urge to pick them up, and I feel like I'm not going to, so might as well, you know. And then I also have Still Star-Crossed by Melinda Taboo. Books are falling, I'm sorry. I haven't read this one either, but I think it's like the second in a series. So, and then I I don't care. It's like a Romeo and Juliet retelling. Don't care. So yeah, that's what that is. I'm getting the book that fell. Fingerprints of You. I've read like half of this. I read like 70 pages. It's a really short book. By Kristen Page Madonna. And it just was not that great. Like the cover, this cover, I am obsessed. But it wasn't that good. I wasn't enjoying it, so bye. Next book is Please, Jessie, Don't Kill Me and Don't Hate Me. Because this is Jessie the Reader's favorite book. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I read this. I gave it like a 4 out of 5. Really, it's probably more like a 3.5 out of 5. Like, I liked it, but I just didn't, I wasn't like, oh my god, it's so good. It was like, yeah, it was okay. You know, it might also be the fact that I don't really like creepy things, but this wasn't really that creepy. Like, it didn't scare me. I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to, and these are at the library, so if I want to continue on, I can get them from the library. I don't need to own it. I just don't really care. And I didn't really like, I don't like time travel at all. So that might also be a thing. Maybe that's why I didn't enjoy it. I don't know. But I didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry. Bye. Another one is The Young Elites by Marie Lu. And I know you guys are going to be like, oh my god, but you love Marie Lu. You just read War Cost and you're like, it's so good. Yes. Oh, that's another spoiler for my October wrap-up. I'm sorry. And I did like this book when I read it. Like, I really enjoyed it. But I just got The Rose Society, which is the second one, from the library. And I'm probably going to get the other one from the library. There's no point for me to own them if I can get them from the library. Because I wasn't like, oh my god, 5 out of 5, it's so damn good. I was like, I think it was like a 4 for me, but like a strong 4. It was really good, and I really like the fact that it's going to be a villain's origin story. Like, I did really enjoy that. But again, I'm not like, oh my god, I have to own this because it's so damn good and I'm going to want to reread it. Yeah, like, it's not that good. So yeah. The next two, it kind of pains me to get rid of because I am obsessed with Lacey Harrison. I own the entire Click series, which if you guys didn't know is 19 books in total. I own that entire damn thing, and I want to reread it. But these Monster High books, I know I'm never going to reread these. I just need to read the last one, but I've had such a hard time finding it. Like, I read the third one from the library, and they never have the fourth one, and it makes me so mad. Yeah, so I just need to read, it's Back and Deader Than Ever is the one that I need to read. And then I'll have finished the series. But yeah, I'm never going to reread these, so I'm just going to get rid of them. I know I'll reread the Click series because obsessed. Love it. It's so damn good. But I'm not going to reread those. The next one I have is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. This, you're probably like, what the hell? This is a beautiful book. Yes, it's a beautiful book. I actually already owned this book on Kindle, but I bought it because it was on like the bargain section in like Books A Million one day. And I was like, oh, I'd much rather like actually read it. And then I was able to finish it. I own the sequel as well on my Kindle because on the same day where they were both $1.99, I was like, ooh, I've heard such good things about these. So then I bought them on my Kindle. So I have the sequel on my Kindle. I'm not about to buy, because I think that one's still full price. I haven't seen it bargain anywhere. So I'm not going to buy it because I can just read it on my Kindle. And I've gotten more into reading on my Kindle. Like, I think I enjoy it more. So I'm probably just going to do that. It'll be okay. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. So, yeah. I'm just gonna, and then again, I've already seen The Fate of the Tearling, the third one, on Overdrive, so I know I can get that one from there for ebook as well, so I'm just not gonna stress, and I'm gonna get rid of that one. The next one is the Just One Day and Just One Year bind up by Gail Forman. Never read these. I just don't like contemporary. That's kind of what it boils down to. I don't like contemporary. I don't like romance heavy story. Well, I do like romance, but I don't like when that's like the main plot. When the romance is like the main plot of the story, I'm just like, no, I don't like. Like, I like contemporaries, like Fangirl is like all time. It's so damn good. But that's because I just bit down on my tooth. It really hurt. That's because it's mainly about Kat and like her journey and like her dealing with being in college and her dealing with the fact that Rin, her twin, wants to be more of her own person rather than twins all the time, and dealing with like her family things and her mom coming back, all that stuff. So that it's not, I mean, the romance is there and it's amazing, but it is not all about the romance. Also, it's about the fact that she writes fan fiction, which I write fan fiction, so I love it. So yeah, those are the kind. And Eliza and Her Monsters, adore that book. I love books like that, like contemporaries like that. I'm like, yes, give me more. But I know I'm not gonna like this. Like, I already know. That's why I've had it for like 2.5 years and I still haven't tried to read it. So, actually, no, that's a lie. I did try to read it and I didn't like it. I read like the first 2 chapters or something and I'm just like, nah. Yeah. Next one is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. Don't knock the books over. Go. Sorry, my cat, he was like rubbing up against the books and I was like, you're gonna knock that stack over, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, so this one I have read, I did enjoy, but okay, from the blurb, he murdered women in cold blood, he terrorized an entire city, he taunted those of us who hunted him down. But despite all these horrors, in the end, I could not deny it. I was the girl who loved the Ripper. Does not sound like she falls in fucking love with the Ripper and then goes and like helps him kill people and it's like a Joker and Harley Quinn thing. Does it not? Because it definitely did to me, and then I was like, oh my god, this book's gonna be so damn good. And it wasn't. So sad face. I was so upset about it. Because that's what I expected, and it's not what you get. And it's not really a spoiler, I'm telling you guys, so you don't go in there and then are disappointed like I am, because it is a really good book if you don't expect her to fall in love with the Ripper. Because if you expect that, you're going to be real disappointed, because I was really disappointed. So I gave this like a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was good and everything. I am interested to read the sequel, but we have so many copies at work, I can borrow one, so I don't need to own this, basically, is that whole thing. And I don't really want to own it because I'm upset that it wasn't what I wanted. I'm real upset about that still. I read that a while ago and I'm still mad. And then I have Replica by Lauren Oliver, who I adore. She wrote the Delirium series, which I love and I own, and it's great. And I really did like this book. But again, I can borrow Ringer, the sequel, from either the library or from work. And like, this book was okay. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. But that could just be because it's got, first book syndrome or something. But yeah, it was really good. It wasn't that great. I don't need to own it. I can just borrow the second book. So, yeah. We're almost at the end. We're on the last stack. So, we're getting there. The Princess Bride by William Golding. This should not be a surprise. I read this like a month or 2 ago, and I fucking hated it. Like, this book pissed me off. The only good thing about this damn book is Indigo Montoya. Like, he is the only saving grace of this entire fucking book. I fucking hated this book. I did not like Wesley. I fucking hated Buttercup so much. She's the most annoying little fucker. Like, I am not really sad that I hated this book. I was like, it was okay. No, I really fucking hated this book. Like, I think I'm gonna drop my rating down because I gave it like a 3 out of 5. That was being generous. That was because I really enjoyed Indigo Montoya. His character is badass as a motherfucker. Like, I feel like everybody says I would really enjoy the movie, so I might watch the movie and see if I enjoy that more. But like, I fucking hate Buttercup. Oh my god. So I'm getting rid of this. I don't want to own this anymore. I fucking hate it. So that one I'm not even, don't even care. The next one I have, oh, also I fucking hated William Golding's little interruptions in the book. Fucking hated it. Okay, anyway. Pretty Little Devils by Nancy Holder. I read this back forever ago. This is a trippy fucking book. It's like a thriller, and it says so many twists and turns, and when the ending comes, you're just like, the fuck? It's crazy. But I read this years ago. I'm not going to reread it because, I mean, it's a thriller. The whole point is to go in and figure out the big mystery. I already know what's going to happen at the end, so therefore it won't be it won't be as enjoyable because I already know what's going to happen. So, yeah, I'm never going to reread it, and I might as well, sell it and let someone else enjoy it for really cheap. So, that's what that is. The next books I have, I better grab these. They're all by the same author. Ginny Hawn books. So I have The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then I have the Burn for Burn trilogy. That's by her and Siobhan Vivian as well. I got these books forever ago. You can tell because these are the old covers. And I really enjoyed them when I read them, but I feel like if I reread them, I would not enjoy them, just because I'm older now, and I know that the writing in here isn't as good. But I enjoyed them, when I was like 13, because they're really good for like that age range. But yeah, I don't want to reread these and then be disappointed and ruin my memories of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and, sell them. And then I have the Burn for Burn. And I really enjoyed these books, but this is another case like Pretty Little Devils where there's a lot of twists and turns, and since I already know what the twists and turns are going to be, it wouldn't be as enjoyable for me rereading them because I already know what's going to happen. Also, the fucking ending to Ashes is the most bullshit I have ever fucking read in my entire life. I was so mad when I read that ending because it literally, like, there's a bunch of action and a lot of stuff happening, and then Ashes to Ashes, it literally wraps up everything in like 5 pages, and it was so shitty. It was so shitty. Like, they did it so terribly. I was so mad because Fire with Fire is so damn good, and the ending is like, and then you gotta pick this one up immediately. And then this one, the ending is such crap, and you're like, why would you write 3 books with all these characters and not give them the ending that they deserve, and that we as readers who enjoyed them deserved? Mad. So, the next book I'm getting rid of is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I really enjoyed this book. It also kind of creeped me out, but I did really enjoy it. But I ended up getting the sequel on Hoopla. So this is another case of I don't want to own the first book and not own the rest, and there's no point in buying a book that I've already read. So that's why this one's going. The next one is The Love Interest by Kel Dietrich. This one just came out in May, and I did enjoy it. It was a fun read. It was really fast, but it wasn't that well written. But the plot was really interesting. I really enjoyed the plot. It was definitely a different story. I hadn't really seen it before. I really enjoyed the twist on it. For the romance, I love the fact that the 2 boys fell in love, and their mission was to make the girl fall in love with them. So I really loved it. I really loved that. I really loved the plot. Like, the plot itself would get a 5 out of 5. The characters would get like maybe a 4, but the writing gets like a 2. But yeah, I gave it like a 3 out of 5. It was pretty good, but I don't ever see myself rereading it, so. Alright, we're at the last 3. Woo! This is such a long video. I'm so sorry. I talk too much. The next 2 books are by Lauren Kate, which, if you don't know, I really enjoy the Fallen series by her. I read that back when I was like 13. Loved it. Was obsessed. And I've tried to read this so many times because I love her other series, like I said. And I was like, oh, it's Lauren Kate. I gotta love it. I don't. I've tried to read it. I can't read it. I can't get into it. So, and this is its sequel. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these. Maybe someone else will enjoy them. And then the last one, Even When You Lied to Me. I read this in like a day. It was so good. It's like about a student teacher relationship, and I really enjoyed it. I love the fucking title, Even When You Lie to Me. Like, and I read it at a perfect time, right when I had gotten out of a really toxic relationship. So it really spoke to me in that aspect and everything. So it was a really good book, and it came to me at the right time. So you're probably like, why the fuck are you getting rid of it? You seem like you love this book. But I'm never going to reread it, you guys. And I don't think it will ever have the same meaning for me as it did, because now I'm in a good relationship. Everything is really going well. I'm really happy. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm with my boyfriend. We've almost been together for 5 years. So you're probably like, how did you read this when you got out of a toxic relationship? We broke up for like a year when I went to Santa Fe. But we had been together for like 2.5 years before, and then we've been together for almost 2 again now. So that's how that happened. Anyway, sorry, tangent. But yeah, so, and everything's really well, and I love him so much. Like, he's my high school sweetheart, if you didn't know. Yeah. I can finally move now because there's not books, so. But anyway, so everything's going well. So yeah, I just don't think this will have the same meaning for me as it did, and I don't want to ruin like my experience that I had with it, because I had a really great experience when I did read it, and I did really enjoy it. But yeah, so those are all the books I'm getting rid of. I'm sorry this video was so fucking long, but yeah, I'm gonna go sell all these now and get me some new books. Maybe I'll do a little haul later today and show you what I ended up getting. But I'm about to set this up to finally upload my September wrap-up. I know, I'm so late on this. Because my upload speed is ridiculous, and the only time I can upload is when both me and my boyfriend are out of the house, or like when we're sleeping, because it takes all the internet, and you literally cannot do anything on the internet when a video is uploading, because it won't work. It won't work on anything else. So that's that. I've told you guys about the upload speed so many times, but I feel so bad because I have so many videos filmed and ready to upload. I just can't upload them because my upload speed is shit now. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go. Hope you guys have a great day.